Yeah. Ay. Yeah. Ay. Yeah. Boys. Yeah. Holla. We them boys.
All right, so in our brotherhood sessions, we do these crazy exercises sometimes, these competitions. And one of them we did, which by the way is a great thing that you can do sometimes, is we had a contest where it was called the free-flowing exercise. Okay, and the idea was, how long can you just free flow? Just go, 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 go. Without really pausing or without saying or fuck, And we wanted to see how long people could go, right? We had 35 guys in the room, and 3 guys made it past 60 seconds, okay? 2 guys made it past 70 seconds. 1 guy made it almost 2 minutes straight. Okay, almost 2 minutes straight. In fact, the first time he was doing it, we just cut him off at about almost 2 minutes because he just, okay? And the winner, the reward for this contest was at EMS here. He was gonna to come up here and do a 6-minute TED Talk on whatever subject he wanted to do. It's pretty dope, right? Yeah. Pretty cool. All right, so now is the time. All right, so let's bring up Ryan Forrest right now for his TED Talk.
Woo! I'm excited to be here with you guys. Been a hell of a weekend, hasn't it? Yeah, I think so too. As many of you guys know, my name's Ryan Forrest. I'm just a regular guy from Northern Virginia who used to get stuck in these cement boots when it got time to say hi to a girl. But what I'm going to be sharing with you today is literally what I've learned from thousands of hours of studying mentors like the ones we've been learning from this weekend. And what I'd like to share with you guys today is the simple 3-step process that I've found to get at literally anything you want in life. It's taken me from being broke, struggling, breaking out in a stress-related illness, to being able to move to a high-rise apartment right in the center of sunny San Diego, right outside Gaslamp District where Jason used to live, in 6 short months. Would you guys be okay if I share that with you? Yeah. Okay, great. So, let's begin. August 19th, 2016 was the day my whole life flipped up on its head. And you guys have a day like that just flipped your life upside down? Yep. That was it for me, standing on this very stage in front of many of you here at the last retreat. So, it's important to know where I was leading up to this, because many of you guys are going to be able to relate to this. Leading up to this event, I had a few $100s in my bank account. I've been working on an online business for about a year, but there was no sales, right? Grinding, 6 hours, 8 hours, 10 hours a day, doing everything I needed to do or thought I needed to do to make online business work. But there was no sales, and it was frustrating as hell. Any of you guys been there, been working on online business for a while, it just hadn't really broken through yet? That's where I was when I got the invitation to come out to the last retreat. Now, like I said, I didn't have the money to get out here, but it is so important for us to know, if we haven't already realized what we're fighting against here, guys. If this weekend hasn't already made it apparent, I'm going to hopefully do that for you today. Corporate America literally wants us to think that it's normal to wake up at the butt crack of dawn, grab a breakfast bar on the way out the door, to fight traffic, to get to a job you aren't necessarily passionate about, to do work that doesn't fire you up so you can have lunch on their time, so you can take vacation on their time, so you can make what they tell you you're worth, just so you can have a few $100,000 saved up for retirement after making them millions of dollars when you're 65 years old. I don't know about many of you. That's not a life I was willing to accept. And you've been in the same place, you realize there's something greater out there, and you're like, no, not for me, not for me. Yep. So what we're really fighting for here is the other side of things. We've talked about it, the copywriting, the digital lifestyle, the online business lifestyle. What's it gonna feel like for you guys when you wake up to the soft glow of the sunlight coming in at the time that you desire without an alarm clock, and you smell the breakfast your beautiful girlfriend's cooking up for you. You go down to the local coffee shop after taking your time doing your morning rituals, bust out a few hours of work that you actually enjoy doing on your terms, and then you get to go and do whatever you want to do for the rest of the day. What's it going to be like when people down the road are asking you on Facebook? They're seeing you doing this, and they're like, what are you doing? How are you driving around an Audi R8? How are you pulling this off and living life on your terms? And then you're going to look back a couple years from now and thank yourself for becoming that person who could make this lifestyle possible, for not saying, I will accept average, for wanting better for yourself. You're going to thank yourself down the road. So that's what we're fighting for here. So when the last invitation to come out to the retreat happened, that's what I knew was on the line. And even though I couldn't afford it, literally went past zero to get out to the retreat, I said yes. How many of you guys had to stretch yourselves to get out here? A lot of flights across the ocean, a lot of flights across country. A lot of people had to stretch their bank accounts to get out here. I respect that. So, I remember there were still bills to pay, right? You don't want a job. You don't want to get a regular job and get an internship or something to boost the resume, but there's still bills to pay, right? So I had to go back to being a lifeguard and a server on the side. And that sounds great, right? Getting paid $12 an hour to sit in the sun, get a tan, do some Kegels. You guys know what I'm talking about? But it's demeaning. I was 22 working with these 15 to 18-year-olds mainly, just feeling like a loser, right? And I'm like, how can I make this work? How can I make this lifestyle come true? So I bought the ticket. And then when I got out here, the opportunity presented itself. Jason says, hey guys, there's going to be these hot seats. 250 guys, 6 millionaire mentors. You get to get up here, say where you're at in life, see how we can help. I said, fuck yeah, let's do it. Bug the shit out of Mike Abramoff every 2 hours like a little gnat until I made damn sure that I was going to be on that schedule. And so I did, and the opportunity came, and I told a story that many of you can relate with. So we all started as these little seeds. And then Hurricane Capital came along, started raining. And in the wake of that, we saw the sunlight, and those seeds, they started to grow roots. And these roots got stronger and deeper, and we started to grow up and up, eventually bursting through the ground. We got growing into these little trees. We got growing into these bigger trees. Started growing branches and twigs, and Jason, everything's going great. I just made the most badass, incredible girl I've ever met in my life. My girlfriend. Health and fitness are going great. Jason, I just need the fertilizer to blossom. I need more money. Anyone really? You just need that money to break through. To start living that life, to blossom, to really spread your wings. That's where I was at. So, got a lot of great advice that day. John Romanello said something, as well as with the presentation, that made an impression on someone in this audience. You may have seen him raising his hand a couple times for a millionaire. There weren't many people raising their hands. I've been to his complex, so I can attest to this. He comes up to me, he says, Ryan, I was impressed by your speech in the last year. Since attending Jason's Digital Millionaire, my net worth has gone up $10 million. I have over 20 businesses. Let's work together. John, you're out there. Can you stand up for me? John, stand up. He's doing great. Said yes to opportunity. That man changed my life. Meeting him met me to meeting Anton. You guys may know Anton. Anton, where you at? Anton, just got a big check. Just crossed $40,000 for the month. Been doing multiple 5 figures for the last 5 months. That led me to a business opportunity. He says, hey, there's people making over $1,100 per sale. There's these brand new people with no experience coming on, quitting their jobs in as little as 60 to 90 days, traveling around the world, living that freedom lifestyle on their terms. And I said, fuck yeah. No idea how I was going to pull it off. No idea how it was going to happen. I said, yes, screw it, let's do it. And then after the normal growing curve, which we all go through, right? I started seeing the results. that curve was a lot of fun. And I started seeing the results. And now, with John and Anton, we're moving into this high-rise apartment in the heart of San Diego, just blocks, 2 minutes walking from Omnia nightclub, the best restaurants in the world, some of the best bars in the world, the best zoo in the world, these parks. It's insane, the transformation over 6 short months. And I didn't really think that was possible for a regular guy from Northern Virginia. Like, literally, I don't know where you guys started when you got into this world, but I did not have any confidence. There was no way I could have given this talk. There was no way I could have approached a girl. And many of you are here for similar reasons. You wanted to grow as men, and that's what got me into this world. And that's why it's so crazy that we've come so far. So I told you all this to give you some context to those 3 lessons that literally you can use, assuming you have a vision in mind of where you want to go. These 3 steps will get you literally anything you want in life. So I'm running a little low on time here. Let's dive right in. Step 1. There's a quote often attributed to the Buddha that says, "When the student is ready, the teacher will appear." Now, this teacher could come in the form of a mentor, of a business opportunity, of a life event, anything. But when you've prepared yourself to be the person that is ready to take on opportunity, take on the world, by reading your books, by going to Toastmasters International, by working on an online business, by consuming every Jason Capital product you can get your hands on, when you've done all this and grown to become the person that is ready for the opportunities will start to show themselves. Step 2, when that opportunity appears, you listen to badass billionaires like Richard Branson, founder of the Virgin Group, that says, if someone offers you an amazing opportunity and you're not sure if you can do it, say yes, then learn how to do it later. I had no clue that buying a plane ticket across the country to get to the last retreat would have gotten me all this. But you know it's an opportunity and you have to say yes. And then by doing that, the hot seat was presented. That's nerve-wracking as hell, getting up in front of 250, 350 guys. Say yes. John offers me an opportunity to work with him. Say yes. When opportunities present themselves, if you are ready, fortune favors the bold. The people that are indecisive get left behind. So be like Yoda. Do or do not. There is no try. You see your opportunity, you decide you're going to make it happen. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You just decide and you make it happen. I see a couple knowing nods out there from the guys who've made it. And the third thing comes from not only that story, but the story of U.T. Brady from Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich. Now, Mr. Brady lived back in the day of the California gold rush, and he bought some mining equipment, right? He's gonna strike it rich, digging for gold. So he dug for gold month after month, and he'd find these little golden nuggets, and he made enough money to pay off his investments. He made enough money to pay for his expenses, but he never really struck gold. He never hit it big. And one day after a dry spell, he gave up. He decided to sell off his equipment. And you ever feel like giving up after just working so hard and it just didn't come through? I've been there. Like, you just feel like giving up. So he sold off his equipment to investors, and they went back to the same spot he'd been digging. And they found he'd been just 3 feet from gold. He was 3 feet from a gold vein worth millions and millions of dollars. So guys, when you've been working your ass off toward your dreams, you're probably just 3 feet from gold. It could be one opportunity. It could be one mental switch to turn it all around for you, to make it happen. So to sum this up, I'm going to combine. At the last Brotherhood meeting, we watched The Wolf of Wall Street. We broke it down for all the lessons. There's a cool little rant out of there that I want to combine with one of Jason's most popular YouTube videos each and every single year. And now I'm in front of 350 guys drawing a blank. So that happens. Right. Have you been working your ass off, but haven't struck your gold? Good. Keep fucking going. Do you have friends and family telling you you're crazy and that you need to be normal like everybody else? Good. Keep fucking going. And do you think that this weekend is the weekend that you take your life to the next level? Good. Keep fucking going. So, gentlemen, it has been an absolute honor growing with all of you. The transformations I've seen in many of you over the last 8 months or so that I've known you has been incredible. What I want you to do, if you found value in this presentation, I want you to come find me. Come talk to me. Find me on Facebook, Ryan Forrest, again, with 2 R's, the personal page, not the fan page. Talk to John. John's had a ton of success. Talk to Anton. He's had a ton of success. Find someone in the brotherhood. Talk to us about where you are, where you want to go, and we're going to do our absolute best to help you. And if we don't have the answer, someone else in the brotherhood will, because that's what brotherhood's all about. Someone's going to have the answers. So talk to us. Find us. And we will help you to try to take your dreams to reality. Gentlemen, I look forward to 2017 being the year that our fully loaded rocket ships take off. Jason, thank you so much for this opportunity. Cheers, guys.
Way to go, bro. How about that? Pretty good. Pretty damn good, man. Pretty damn good. Those brotherhood guys, big dicks. Just kidding. Don't know.